So in this diagram, upper part of the diagram is indicating a passage of work on loom, which I think you have studied in last semester in FM1. So we will just revise it. Here we start from this back side of, this is back side of the loom, and this is front side of the loom. And we have taken only important parts which are important for our point of view, fabric structure point of view. So here is the weaver's beam, which is a flanged roller, a very large roller on which thousands of threads are wound in a parallel form, and which is prepared in weaving preparatory department that we have discussed in the previous classes. And here the parallel sheet of warp threads. However, in the diagram, only one line is indicated, but just parallel to this one line, there are number of threads. So maybe 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, depending on the requirement or depending on the parameters of the fabric, depending on EPI and width of the fabric, number of threads are wound on this. So all these threads are parallel with each other. That's why here only one line is visible. So these thousands of threads or the parallel sheet of warp threads is released from this weaver's beam with the help of let-off mechanism. And here is the backrest, which is guiding the warp threads, the parallel sheet of warp threads towards hill frame. And here we are indicating two hill frames. B1 is the front hill frame and B2 is the back hill frame. Only two are there. If more hill frames are there, then there will be middle hill frames. So the frontmost hill frame is known as front hill. The rearmost hill is known as back hill. And if there are more than two, then they will be known as middle hill frames. So B1 is the front hill frame in this case, and B2 is the back hill frame in this case. After hill frame, the threads are passing through reed. So this reed is indicated here. The letter C is indicating the reed. Then E is indicating shuttle. We are taking the diagram for shuttle looms. So it is a shuttle which is carrying the pern. Pern means a weft package, means weft threads are wound onto the package. That package is known as pern, which is mounted inside the shuttle. And when the shuttle is running from one side to other side, pern is moving from one side to other side, leaving one pick in the shade. And when the reed is coming for forward movement, which is indicated by dotted line up to this point, which is known as indicated by F and known as fall of the cloth. And this D is indicating weaving area, where the weaving is taking place. This D is indicating the weaving area. F is the fall of the cloth, which is an imaginary point where actual fabric formation starts. And up to this point, the reed is moving forward and beating up the last pick and making the last pick part of fabric. So from here, fabric formation starts. And whatever the fabric is formed here, it is guided with the help of front rest. Same as here, back rest is there in the roller form. Here we have front rest in the plate form. It may be also roller form or it may be in plate form. So this is front rest, and from front rest, it is guided with the help of tack-up mechanism. It is wound onto the cloth roller, which is indicated here. So here is the weaver's beam, which is consisting of thousands of warp threads. And here is the cloth roller on which the cloth which is made by weaving is wound. So this is final product, this is delivery material, and this is supply material. Supply is the warp, final is the cloth or fabric, woven fabric. So these warp threads are converted into cloth by interlacing with the weft threads here in this weaving area. Weaving area means where the weaving is taking place. Weaving is taking place means where the warp threads are interlacing with weft threads. And how the interlacement is taking place? It is taking place with the help of hill frames. Hill frames are the parts of the loom. Number of frames can be used depending on the shedding mechanism. For less number of hill frames, up to 8 to 10 hill frames can be operated by tappet shedding mechanism. If it is more than 10, almost up to 32 or 36, depending on the type of dobby, it can be operated by dobby. And if it is more than that, then we are using jacquard mechanism. So depending on the design requirement of the design, or according to design or view, we are deciding the number of hill frames. So here we have, just to make this example very simple, we have taken only 2 hill frames, B1 and B2, but it may vary. We can go for any number of hill frames according to shading mechanism, or according to hill frames, we decide the shading mechanism. And number of hill frames depend on view. View is the deciding factor for hill frame. So different views require different hill frames, and how we decide number of hill frames according to view, that we will learn in coming classes. So here you can see half the number of warp threads are passing through front hill frame, and half the number of warp threads are passing through back hill frame or second hill frame. Suppose here on the weaver's beam, we have 2000 threads. Just for example, I am taking here 2000 threads are there. So this parallel sheet of 2000 thread is passing over this guide roller, and then half the number of threads, means 1000, are passing through hill frame number 1, because hill frame is having number of wires. So in this case, 1000 ends we have to pass through hill number 1, and 1000 ends, just for example, 1000 ends we have to pass through second hill frame, that is B2. So in hill frame number 1, we will take 1000 hill wires, and in the middle of every hill wire there is a hilled eye, which is indicated here. So the one warp thread or one end is passing through one hill eye of one hilled wire of one hill frame. यहाँ पर 2 हिल फ्रेम्स हैं, एक हिल फ्रेम में 1000 हिल वायर्स हैं, दूसरे हिल फ्रेम में भी 1000 है, क्योंकि इस केस में हमारे पास टोटल 2000 एंड्स हैं. जब 2000 एंड्स को हमें हिल से पास करना है, इसका मतलब हमारे पास, और दोनों में इक्वल लेना है, इसलिए हमारे को 2 हिल फ्रेम है तो एक दोनों में 1000 लेना पड़ेगा. तो फ्रंट हिल फ्रेम में भी हमें 1000 हिल्ड वायर्स चाहिए. एक हिल्ड वायर से, एक हिल्ड वायर की हिल्ड आई से एक ही एंड पास होता है. सो 1000 एंड्स को पास करना है, इसलिए हमने यहाँ पे 1000 वायर्स होंगे B1 में और 1000 वायर्स होंगे B2 में. अच्छे से समझना इस एग्जाम्पल को, तभी आपको वीविंग का बेसिक कंसेप्ट पूरी तरह से क्लियर होगा, और तभी हम फैब्रिक स्ट्रक्चर को समझ पाएंगे. तो 1000 एंड्स इससे पास हो रहे हैं B1 से, और 1000 B2 से. B1 मीन्स फ्रंट हिल फ्रेम, B2 मीन्स बैक हिल फ्रेम, और यू कैन से B1 is hill number 1 and B2 is hill number 2. And at this moment, or on this peak, suppose this is first peak we are going to insert. So before inserting the first peak, with the help of shading mechanism, we are imparting motion to the hill frames. And according to the plan or the selection mechanism, with the help of selection mechanism, we are raising and lowering the hill frames. And that is the function of shading mechanism. The function of shading mechanism is lifting the hill frames or lowering the hill frames. Either we can lift the hill frames or we can lower the hill frames according to our requirement with the help of shading mechanism. So shading mechanism is responsible for lifting and lowering of hill frames. So in this case, we have lifted just before the first insertion of first peak, we have lifted hill number 1 and lowered the hill number 2. आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे इसको थोड़ा ऊपर दिखाया हुआ है, इट मीन्स हमने इसको लिफ्ट किया है, और इसको हमने नीचे दिखाया हुआ है, इसका मतलब हमने इसको लोअर किया है. This hill frame is raised, this hill frame is lowered. One is raised, 2 is lowered. So what will happen? The threads which are passing through B1, all these threads, जो भी threads इस लाइन में हैं, 1000 ends इस लाइन में है, तो ये सभी 1000 ends क्या होंगे? They will be lifted because hill frame is lifting, और hill frame के अंदर wires हैं, wires के अंदर hilled eye है, और hilled eye से हमने warp thread को पास कर रखा है. तो अगर hill frame लिफ्ट होगी तो warp threads भी लिफ्ट होंगे, और hill frame अगर नीचे जाएगी, लोअर होगी, तो ये warp threads भी नीचे जाएंगे जो उससे पास हो रहे हैं. तो यहाँ पर जो भी warp threads, जो भी ends B1 से पास हो रहे हैं, all are indicated lifted up, and the ends which are passing through hill number 2 or B2 or back hill frame are lowered. And